Hello, my name is Tracy Stapleman, and I would like to present to you a proposal that I believe will help minimize and solve the oppositions and challenges that TCI-SD is currently facing as a result of the new school schedule. In this presentation, I will go over 4 different things to show that there is an actual problem. First is going to be actually the evidence of the problem, that there is indeed a problem. The second will be a call to action. There'll be some proposed solutions that I believe will be very effective in taking care of the issue. Also, there'll be some solution implementation methods, and also we will evaluate those methods with a follow-up and determine whether there needs to be some changes that need to take place. As you well know, the school hours have recently changed from 7:30 to 2:50, now to 8:30 to 4:10, including a tutorial period. This issue has caused a little issue for the teaching staff where they're staying till 5 o'clock, and it's causing a problem in their personal scheduling time, making appointments for their own children, such as orthodontists, dentists, and things of that nature. At many times, because of the inconvenience, they're having to take more time off to accommodate for these things. We do know that the schedule for teachers and other staff, the allotted time off is 5 sick days and 5 personal days. But many of these teachers are taking much more time than that and exceeding the absences. And the reason why it's such an issue is because our primary stakeholders, our students, are the ones that are most affected by the teachers' absences. Many, many times there are non-certified personnel in the classroom. These could be people such as substitutes and even sometimes paraprofessionals that have to cover these vacancies. So it's a real issue. Now, we do know the suspected course of the problem is, of course, the absent issue. First period absences has been actually the issue of why even the schedule had to be changed in the first place. However, since this has happened, it's gotten worse, and now teaching staff are also having to take the brunt of it because now they're missing as well. Now, we do believe that a lot of this has been caused by lower economic disadvantaged students that have been coming into this district. Many of these students are having to take their own siblings to school because their parents are working 12-hour shifts 7 days a week. And so they're not able to take care of their own children. So that's the reason why we believe that the first period attendance has even gotten worse. However, again, the teaching staff as well is now, in addition to the problem, they're also having absence issues. Now, I did say in the beginning that I was going to show evidence of the problem, and the evidence is found in quantitative and qualitative research that I went ahead and did. There are 6 teachers that were surveyed, and there were 6 questions that I did ask them to find out what they felt about the late schedule problem. And many of them replied with the results that I was kind of expecting. Now, the questions were tutoring sessions effectiveness, as you can see here, overall morale after change, the student engagement in the classroom, extracurricular activities, effects on personal scheduling, and this year's attendance change. And as you can see in the data, most of these teachers all scored at least 3 and below, and very few have scored 4 and above, showing that there is an obvious situation going on here. There's an obvious problem that is taking place because of the school schedule. Now, we do know that school schedule that you have instituted is probably going to remain. So what I have decided to do was to find problem solutions to solve these issues so that they're not so difficult any longer. So this slide is called the call to action. It's some proposed solutions that I feel that really will help with the situation. There will be structured tutoring sessions that allow bi-monthly extended planning periods would be an excellent choice. Each department head, like math and science, social studies, as such, for each grade level, we'll have a schedule that allows each teacher to take off like 2 days per month to take care of their personal business, their appointments and such. And also, these tutoring sessions will be planned kind of around the planning period so that they will be able to not only facilitate the people that want off to have extra time to take care of the business, but also allow the tutoring staff to use their peer mentoring honor students to help with that so they can do some grading in between and parent conferences. So it's an excellent, excellent opportunity to allow both the students to get these really structured type of tutoring that they need, and also the flexibility for the teachers that they have extra time now to take care of their personal business. Now, we also do know that students just aren't coming to school. We are having a problem with the first period attendance, and we do we really know that if is it all about the parents and their work schedule and all that, or is there something else going on here? And we believe that it could be a number of things. So what teachers really need to do is come to school, but we also need to make it exciting, engaging, and make it fun. And we need to create an atmosphere that fosters that creativity and welcomes autonomy and makes kids really be excited about learning. And that's what we need to do, and that's what teachers need to do. The next thing is, because our students are our primary stakeholders, it is imperative that we take care of their best interests. And for that reason, we need discipline for excessive absenteeism for teachers. Teachers need to be accountable for their absences. Now, again, like I said before, they're only allowed 10 days, 5 personal and 5 sick. Now, as you can see in the data here, 1 out of 4 teachers are chronically absent. That's 27% nationwide that are missing more than 10 days. That is a real problem. We need certified teachers in these classrooms to engage their students and make school learning fun. And the only way we can do that is by getting them there. Right now, our absenteeism for students is 88%, and we need it to be up to 90% because that is the state standard. Now, we have Saturday school and some of these other things, but there's also other things that we may need to think about if they're non-compliant. And we'll talk about that in a minute, such as truancy and things of that nature. Okay, the implementation methods that I propose are the bi-monthly flexible tutorials, the peer mentoring, like I mentioned before, by National Honor students. And why this is so great for National Honor students is that it allows them to receive like humanitarian credit and civil service and things of that nature, because they need certain points to remain in the National Honor Society. And not only that, it frees up teacher time again, like to grade and do all these other things in their bi-monthly tutorials. It allows them to free up some time, maybe parent conferences and things of that nature. But most importantly, it helps the peers to be able to work with other peers. It gives them leadership skills. So it's a really great opportunity. Also, full engagement with use of technology. As we know, our students are fully inundated with technology. It's everywhere, their iPhones and their iPads and all these things. And they're excited about using technology. But the thing is, we're still using paper and pen, and we need to get out of that. We need to allow clever touch programs and laptops and all these things to be in our classrooms. And it may require some budget cuts, but I believe that this is something that's imperative, and we need to make learning fun for our students and keep them in school. Again, discipline should be in place for excessive absenteeism. Parents will be fined for 10 absences anything over 10 absences in a 6-month period. And this will come through the truancy officers. Also, we cannot forget that teachers also need to be accountable for their absences, and they will have to report to the principal when they exceed over those 10 allotted days for absences. They will have to notify the principal when they're absent, and they'll have to give an account for why. Again, the last slide, the implementation. Now, we need to figure out, are these methods, these proposed methods and solutions, are they indeed working? And are they effective? And how we're going to do that is we're going to take that quantitative and qualitative methods of data collection that I used in the beginning. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at it after we implement these solutions. And we can see at that point that they are truly working. Or if they're not, we need to make some kind of adjustments. And what we're going to do is we're going to monitor. We're going to monitor throughout the year with quarterly maintenance and doing checks to ensure these are done and to prove that it's effective. And if it's not, like I said, we're going to have to make adjustments. Also, the school principals, they'll be looking at the data. They'll be reporting it to the administration office of it's either a success or failure. And then again, we're going to need to make some solution reconstruction to determine, okay, what do we need to do now? What do we need to change? And that's what that's the way we're going to make this all effective. I appreciate y'all today for listening to me. I hope that you understand that there is a real need here. We do understand that you are going to keep this school schedule at least for a few years, and we need to work with that. It is for the best interests of our students. They are the primary stakeholders, and we need to be compliant. We need to work with that, and we need to get our students and our teachers back in school so they can learn and they can get excited about learning. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.